We are talking with Cara Rothenberg from New York City. She is the winner of the TV Spec Screenplay Contest for Parenthood. How's it going, Cara?
Doing pretty well. How are you?
Good. Congratulations again. It was really fun doing your Parenthood script. What was your first reactions of the reading being performed, your words being performed?
It was awesome and it was terrifying, all sort of in the same breath. Obviously, every writer wants to hear their script performed, and that was great. And I thought everybody did a really great job. But it was also really scary because it was like, okay, what if I hear it aloud and it ends up being terrible? So that was definitely sort of a shock for me, and I never really expected my script, especially, to ever be read by actors. But it was great. It was a great opportunity, and it really helped me.
Oh, hopefully you trusted us that your script won for a reason, so you must have some sort of confidence.
Yeah, I don't. That's totally my own self-esteem thing. That's not you guys, but yeah, I definitely did.
So why Parenthood? Did you try other dramas or other sitcoms?
Actually, Parenthood was the first. I had written a spec script for Parenthood previously, and then I didn't think it was great, so I ended up writing another one. I chose Parenthood because, mainly it's one of my favorite shows, and I think it's one of the best dramas on TV right now. But I chose it because I really like the tone and the pacing of the show, and I don't know, I kind of like how the characters are almost kind of always talking over each other, and I just feel like it's really authentic and really true to real life, and I feel like the show has this uncanny ability to make you hysterically laugh one minute and cry like a baby the next, and I wanted to see if I could take that on and emulate that.
Yeah, you actually did that because it's like you had I think you had 4 plots going on at the same time, which is very difficult for a spec. And then you had the comic relief one with the parents following them on the date.
Yeah, Adam and Christina. Yeah.
Yeah, that was sort of the comic relief. So it's like you could balance the type of show where you could balance with your different plots, you could balance the drama with the comedy, I guess, right?
Right, exactly, and that's why I like the show. You get a little bit of both. So.
And you were talking in your questionnaire that this is the same creator of Friday Night Lights, and you're a big show of Friday Night Lights.
Oh my God, huge! I'm still not over the fact that show's not on the air anymore. Yeah, huge fan.
I binge watched that show a month ago. I watched the whole season. I never saw an episode. I watched the whole season in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Are you a football fan? I'm always curious. Does non-football fans watch Friday Night Lights?
I'm not a football fan. I'm an obligatory Giants fan because of my father.
Sure.
I'm not a sports fan, and I really think that's why I think people have a misconception about the show that you have to be remotely interested in sports to like it, and I feel it has very little to do with football. At least that's how I thought.
Yeah, it did. And some of the football was actually kind of unrealistic from someone who
Oh, yeah.
But just the players, right? The players don't seem like football players from Texas, but
no, there's a little more to them than that. Yeah.
Who's your favorite character? I'll stop with the Friday Night Lights because I just watched that. Who's your favorite character on the show?
I'm a Saracen girl for sure. I love Matt Saracen. I love them all, but Matt Saracen's always been my go-to for sure.
Cool. All right. I like the relationship. I like how the marriage. It was a really good storyline about how a marriage works, and I guess that's what this writer is very strong at doing, about how marriage really works. I guess that's what his strength is.
Yeah, definitely.
In Parenthood, that's sort of the crux of the show, right? It's about how marriages work or don't work.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say marriages, relationships in general,
yeah,
familial or otherwise, but I would say there's a particular stress on marriage, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I got out of watching that show, and what I get out of watching Parenthood. It's about kind of realistic kind of tones, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely not all rainbows and butterflies kind of thing, which I feel like people who don't watch Parenthood, the name sort of gives us this connotation that it's sort of super wholesome, and I feel like not that it doesn't have the ability to be like that, but it's also realistic, and it shows the not so great points of marriage and stuff like that.
And this show has kind of an interesting history because it was based on a Ron Howard movie, and then they made a show again. They made a show, then it got canceled. I think DiCaprio was even in that show, right?
Yeah, I never even watched I never even watched anything prior to this series. I knew that it was based off of the movie and then a short-lived series, but I never really gotten into either of them.
Oh, you never seen the movie?
No, I've never seen the movie.
You should take a look at it. It kind of holds up today. I watched it like before you were reading, actually.
Oh, get out!
Yeah, and it was actually it kind of still holds up today. It's like there's some really good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Definitely give it a try.
yeah, definitely, and like, but it's also basically then there was a parody show on Parenthood called Parenthood, which was like I think a Wayans Brothers kind of show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got an interesting history to it. It's like it's funny how they just kind of like and then the main character was I think it was more Tierney, and they shot all the episodes and they had to reshoot it because she backed out or she had cancer or something like that.
Right, because she was sick. Right. I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's got a really kind of rich kind of behind the scenes history to it.
Yeah, now I feel bad that I didn't watch it.
No, yeah, it's probably for the best that you didn't. Like because
a Parenthood student, I guess.
No, I guess it's for the best. So have you ever written any other scripts like a sitcom or another drama?
I'm working on a Parks and Rec spec. Really hard because being me is really hard.
Yeah.
It's Parenthood is great because it allows you as a writer, it allows for certain moments to be funny, but overall it's a drama. And then with the show like Parks and Rec, which I mean is a comedy and that's all it is, you have to be funny pretty much every step of the way, and that's hard. So I'm trying it out, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, congratulations! Like you got something. What about a pilot? Are you have you done like an original pilot or?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a pilot that's also a comedy, sort of like a mockumentary style, sort of in the same tone as like The Office, Parks and Rec. I recently started writing a pilot about the staff of a gym in New Jersey, and because I'm from New Jersey, so I'm writing what I know, which is very little.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's in a very rough phases right now.
Well, you definitely got something because it was a very tight. Like I do these readings like all the time, so you kind of like the dialogue was tight. It was like it kind of nailed the tone of the script, and that's the best compliment we can give anybody. It's like where you could just place this script and put it on the show, and it would work. There would be nobody would like blink an eye.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you saying that.
So I would suggest for you to keep doing your pilot and jump up your self-esteem a little bit, and because you got something going on, right? So you basically.
Thank you very much.
No, like I said, when we get lots of spec scripts, like it's a very popular thing, right, for people to do.
Right.
And winning is like you're in select company, so.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, to tell you New York City, I said hello, and.
Oh, I will.
And congratulations again, and hope to see you submit your pilot down the road.